Hi folks, welcome back to another Sorare Set video. How good is this game? I can't get enough of it. Those of you who watched my first video, ripping packs, obviously I made a few mistakes in that video. Learned a lot of lessons the hard way in terms of scrapping too many cards because they go towards missions. I also didn't realise that collection bonuses play a huge part in Sorare Set as well. So I hope you're watching this video maybe before you open packs or more packs, and you can learn from my mistakes. So on the screen you should be able to see where I'm at. Managed to get through the first two levels. Going to be going for level 3 midweek, probably Tuesday. I don't have any goalkeepers Sunday, Monday, so I'll be patient and might even build a team or two before the end of this video just to show you what things are looking like. I opened £100 worth of cards, so 750 gems. Haven't put in any more money yet. I did say in the last video that I'm going to just spend 100 and see how far it goes. But I had too much fun with the first pack opening. So what I'm going to do is try and sell a few more pro cards, selling a few super rares to fund Sorare Set. What a time to be alive. So going to be patient again, wait a couple of days for a few cards to sell. And I think once I hit £100 of a balance again, I'm going to go all in, spend 200. So what's that, 1,500 gems worth, and see how it goes and have more fun. That's the main thing. I've done very well on Pro this season. I think since November, I've been very good at withdrawing, which is the hardest thing to do in Sorare, as we all know. So I've taken out about £3,000 since November. So very healthy numbers. ROI is really, it's been my best season on Sorare. So I'm going to treat myself to some more fun with this brilliant Sorare set that we have for the next couple of months, and then probably get stuck in pretty heavily to the World Cup set as well, because we're expecting that to be even bigger and better. I'm looking at this screen, I'm seeing $1,000 at the top here. We're all hoping and praying that the World Cup set is much bigger than that. So a couple of tips before we start. When you're opening packs, basically don't scrap anything to begin with, because we've got loads of missions which build up with every pack that you open. Let me just show you some of these. For example, where's the easiest place to find these? It might be, yeah, here we go. View all collect missions. So for example here, Premier League, my next target here is get to 66 players from City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United. And if I scroll down here, I'm already on, as you can see there, I'm already on level 8. When I get to level 8, which is 66 cards, I'll get 5 gems. So that's a pretty decent reward, and I'll be able to buy some kind of pack with that, or put it towards a pack. If I go to the drop down here, just make sure you can see that. So on this mission, this is just one mission example. So you pick up 5 cards, you get 250 essence. You get down to level 5, you start winning some cards. And as I'm heading towards level 8, 9, and 10 now, I can get 5 gems, then 10 gems when I get to 86. And level 10, 123 cards from those 5 teams, 30 gems, which is very useful. And again, if I scroll down here, and if you just collect the basic stellar cards, stellar players, so nothing shiny, nothing special. I have 403 at the moment, and I would have had more if I didn't scrap them cards during the first video. So yeah, don't scrap at all, really, is probably the key message, until you hit loads of these missions, and then you might want to start losing some cards at a later date. So again, as you can see here, just collecting the standard cards. If I go to this drop down arrow, I'm on level 6 because I've got over 300 cards. Once I get to 450, which I'm not too far away from, I'll get another card, and then level 8, 9, 10, we start hitting the gems, and that's what we want. I've only got 3 gems at the moment, so 10 gems, 30 gems, and 50 gems. So explore the missions here. and see what's on offer. For example, when you collect 2 legendary cards, you get 3,500 essence. So that's 3 bronze packs. I've only got the Saka so far, but again, if we look at the drop down, when I get to level 2, I'll get 3,500, and then later on there's huge gems on offer. Level 8, 9, and 10, 200, 500, and 1,000. Now, a lot of people will never get there, but we start grinding, we start building towards it, and we should get there at a later date. Another tip. Now, I'm pretty sure this works even if you have no idea about NBA basketball, which I couldn't name you 5 players from the NBA, but they also have a set game. You can jump in every day, open your free packs, don't scrap any players, and then in a couple of weeks' time, you should, through the missions, start to get gems, which can then be used for the football side of things. Now, the essence is not transferable from NBA to football, but I'm pretty sure gems are just gems. So if you can pick up 10 gems, 20 gems here and there from the basketball side of things, you can use that to put it towards your football purchases. So for example, here, shiny cards in basketball, if you get to level 8, 9, and 10, which obviously is very hard to do, gems are on offer. So it makes sense. Log in for 30 seconds every day to NBA, open the free packs, spin the wheel, and eventually, maybe in the last week or two of the football set, you might be able to use some of these NBA gems to pick up a few more packs. So that's another tip. Let's go back to the football side of things. I will show you something else which not everybody will be aware of. I got stung early doors by the collection side of things because I read the blog and it wasn't very clear the collection bonuses played a part. So let me show you an example here. Let's go into Liverpool. So it's similar to the pro side of things. I think the maximum you can get is 5% collection bonus on your cards. So from Liverpool, I am on 3%, but I'm only 20 points short of level 4. And then I think it's 750 I need to get to for level 5. The way they do it in set is every card gets 40 points. So it adds up very quickly. So again, even if you get a card, a third choice goalkeeper, for example here, Armin Pesky for Liverpool, third choice, fourth choice, fifth choice, whatever he is, but he gets 40 collection points. So there's no point scrapping him. You only get probably 2 essence for scrapping him. So keep your cards, build up your collection bonuses as quickly as you can. And something else to be aware of, because I wasn't, if you get, for example, Ekitike Stellar card, just a basic card, you get 40 points. If you also get another Ekitike, but it's a special edition, like I have here, it's another 40 points, and they both count towards collection. I'm pretty sure they both count. So if I added up all of these 40s, including 80 points from Ekitike, that adds up to 480. So on the previous video I was saying, right, I've got a shiny Ekitike, maybe I'll just keep that one and then get rid of the other one. But if they both count towards collection score, until you get to that 5%, hold on to them. So that's another valuable lesson there. And I think that was the main points I wanted to cover in this. So when you're opening packs, don't scrap anything to begin with. I think what I did afterwards as well was there was a couple of cards that I could scrap for 10,000 essence. I scrapped Greenwood because I didn't want them. And I scrapped, I think, Frankie de Jong as well. And I got 20,000 essence for those guys. So I was able to open loads more packs, loads more bronze packs. And then that obviously helped towards unlocking some more missions as well, getting more players in the door. So keep that in mind as well. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but always make sure you're keeping 1,000 essence in your balance each day. so that the following day you can open a pack, buy a pack, and then hopefully be able to spin the wheel 3 times as well. So far so good. We're on to level 3. Let's have a quick look at this before I wrap up the video. Like I said, I don't think I've got any goalkeepers until Tuesday. So looking at Petrovic possibly if he plays for Serbia at home to Saudi Arabia. Amy Martinez doesn't play till Wednesday, so I'll probably try and put in a couple of lineups on Tuesday, a couple of lineups on Wednesday, and then before we know it, Friday we'll have domestic action back. And I think PSG have a good matchup this weekend. I think Real Madrid possibly as well. So hopefully be on level 4, level 5 come the weekend. That's the goal. But obviously these international friendlies have been quite challenging. Lots of substitutions, unexpected starting 11. So I've just been trying to only really enter international friendly set games when I see the lineups. Or maybe I've got 4 players that I know are going to start, for example, and then I take a gamble on just one of them. So I did that yesterday with Doku at Belgium. So there you can see I had the team lineup, I'm pretty sure, for Hungary. I had it for Senegal. And then Doku was playing in the evening time. So I took the chance and it worked out. That got us over the 320 mark. The first lineup, the first level, I think it was, 280? We actually ended up scoring 355 and 359 and 349. So yeah, we smashed it in that one. The best lineup was 359 because Florian Wirtz was captains for 100. Marmoush scored. McAllister and Emi Martinez did okay for Argentina. So really enjoying this. Like I said, ideally we want to be going into level 5 when the club games come back on Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to be fairly careful with level 3 and level 4. I'm not just spamming lineups for the sake of it. We want good lineups. Don't enter lineups just for the sake of it, because you don't want to just end back at level 1 and have to grind your way back up again. So if I do a very quick example here of a team I could use midweek, if I included Tuesday and Wednesday, I could do something like Martinez at home to Zambia, Hakimi, Morocco home to Paraguay, midfielder Valverde away to Algeria. So I've got very good options here, but of course it's trying to sync up the team sheets. So what I would do there is I can see that Morocco and Uruguay, they play within, the kickoff times within half an hour of each other. So you'll get team sheets for both of those teams. And then maybe I don't go for Martinez. So if I'm looking for a Tuesday goalkeeper, Petrovic doesn't really help because he kicks off, 2 hours earlier. I'm looking here, is there anyone else? There's Ramsdale at England. I've got a couple of other England goalkeepers. I've got Pickford, I've got Henderson. So I could, check the England team sheet, check the Morocco team sheet, check the Uruguay team sheet, and then we can build a 5-man team that we know are all going to start. And that is so attractive. Yamal plays 8 o'clock on Tuesday. So this has the makings of a really exciting team that could definitely hit the target on Tuesday night. If I scroll through here, it'd be nice if they could add a filter where it just said sort by. I know they've got playing in the next 24 hours, but because I'm recording this on Sunday, I can't do that yet for Tuesday. If they could sort by day of the week, that would be quite handy. Maybe that'll be something they'll do in the future. And then, there's Mark Gahey, for example. Pair him with the England goalkeeper, whoever starts, and then probably captain Hakimi. So I'm excited for Tuesday. I'm excited for Wednesday. Hopefully can hit level 3, level 4 across Tuesday, Wednesday. And then PSG I think might be Friday. So that'll be quite nice because I've got Dembele, I've got Hakimi, I've got Barcola, and then there's good fixtures obviously across the weekend as well. So this has been a lot of fun already. And we haven't even really started. We're trying to get through a few levels with dodgy international games, learning a lot about new players who play for Senegal. The Senegal goalkeeper is now one of my new favourite players, Mori Diaw. He was, I think, 10% to play that game, and I was delighted to see him in the starting 11, and he helped me hit the target. So you've got to grind it, you've got to be on the ball, you've got to be following the lineups. Not always easy, of course, with people with busy lives. But thankfully, I'm on the laptop quite often, so I'm confident that I can do well in this set. I'm not setting myself any targets. I've spent £100, probably spend another 100. Minimum, then I'd need to be getting the $100 at least once, ideally twice, and hopefully we can hit the jackpot of the 1,000 as well. So very excited to do another video soon, maybe Monday if I can sell a few cards. Get myself to a balance of £100 again, and then smash those packs. Go silver and gold again, ramp it up, make sure I'm as strong as possible. Basically, the thinking behind opening another, 750 gems worth of cards was, I said in the last video, when I get to level 5, level 6, I know I will buy more packs. So why not just do it now, early doors, which will hopefully accelerate my ascent to level 5 and level 6. So I'm going to go hard early, spend the 200, and then hopefully that's it. I might, tap in if there's certain days where they do those promos, 5 gems for 5 players who play tonight, whether it's a Champions League game, Europa League game, all that kind of stuff. But 200 will certainly be my limit. I think anything more than 200, you really are putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And I'm allowing myself the 200 because I've done well in Pro this year as well. And I'm selling cards to do it. Money's actually not coming out of my bank account. So I'm trying to be as sensible as possible, but also have as much fun as possible. And this set certainly has been a lot of fun. So make sure you subscribe. There will be another video coming in the next day or two where we open more packs, and we will not make the same mistakes again. We will not be doing much scrapping, and we'll be building those collections, getting as many as possible to 5%, particularly your Real Madrids, your Barcelonas, your PSGs, your big Premier League teams, my Arsenal, for example, because I've got quite a few Sakas. So looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, folks. Good luck if you're opening packs. I hope you get some nice pack luck. Seen some incredible packs on social media over the last day or two. Some silver packs have been incredible. So yeah, have fun with it, folks. Be sensible, and I will talk to you all very soon.